Jackson is a town in the Jackson Hole Valley of Teton County, Wyoming, United States. The population was 9,577 at the 2010 census, up from 8,647 in 2000. It is the county seat of Teton County and is its largest town. Jackson is the principal town of the Jackson, WYID Micropolitan Statistical Area, which includes Teton County in Wyoming and Teton County in Idaho. Overview: Jackson is a major gateway for millions of tourists visiting nearby Grand Teton National Park, Yellowstone National Park, and the National Elk Refuge. Jackson is also in proximity to several ski resorts. On the southeast edge of town there is a relatively small but challenging ski area known as Snow King, Jackson's original ski hill. It has steep vertical slopes and is night-lit. More famous is the Jackson Hole Mountain Resort, 12 miles northwest. Opened in 1966, it has abundant steep terrain and has one of the highest vertical drops in North America, at 4,139 feet. Grand Tarfee is about an hour away, on the west side of the Teton Range in Alta. Opened in 1969, it is accessed through Idaho over Teton Pass. Jackson is host to a number of world-class arts organizations, including the congressionally designated National Museum of Wildlife Art, the Grand Teton Music Festival, and the Center for the Arts. The large arches of shed elk antlers at the four entrances to the town square are popular attractions. As of the 2010 census, the main industries which provide employment are arts, entertainment, recreation, accommodation and food services, construction, retail trade, educational services, healthcare and social assistance, and professional, scientific, and management, and administrative and waste management services. The town is often erroneously referred to as Jackson Hole, the valley in which it is located. A strong local economy, primarily due to tourism, has allowed Jackson to develop a large shopping and eating district, centered on the town square. History: Jackson Hole was originally populated by Native American tribes including the Shoshone, Crow, Blackfeet, Bannock, and Grosvenor. John Colter entered Jackson Hole during the winter of 1807–1808 during the return journey of the Lewis and Clark expedition. The area became a prime area for trappers and many famous mountain men traveled through the area in the early 1800s. These mountain men are responsible for many of the names in the valley including Bridger, Jedediah Smith, and Sublette. David Jackson gave his name to the valley after a winter spent on the shores of Jackson Lake. As part of the Hayden expedition of 1871 and 1872, William Henry Jackson took the first photographs of the Teton Mountains and Yellowstone. His photographs, along with the sketches by Tom Moran, were important evidence to convince Congress to protect Yellowstone National Park. Yellowstone National Park became the first national park in 1872. Grand Teton National Park was created in 1920 and greatly expanded in 1950 through the generous efforts of John D. Rockefeller, Jr., who purchased and then donated over 30,000 acres. The town of Jackson was named in 1894. Some of the early buildings remain and can be found throughout the area of the town square. The town of Jackson elected the first all-woman city council in 1920. The first ski rope tow was built at Teton Pass in 1937 and Snow King Resort was established in 1930. Teton County now boasts 3 excellent ski areas including Jackson Hole Mountain Resort in Teton Village, Grand Tarfee Ski and Summer Resort located on the west slope of the Tetons, and Snow King Resort. The town of Jackson is the county seat of Teton County and the only incorporated municipality in the region. Less than 3% of land in Teton County is privately owned. 97% of the 2,697,000 acres in Teton County are federally or state-owned managed. In 2009, the town of Jackson was designated as a Preserve America community. This designation recognizes that, as a community, we protect and celebrate our heritage, use historic assets for economic development and encourage people to experience and appreciate local historic resources. Geography: Jackson is located at 43 degree 28 euro squared 31 euro cubed N 110 degree 46 euro squared 9 euro cubed W, at an elevation of 6,237 feet above sea level. According to the United States Census Bureau, the town has a total area of 2.95 square miles, of which 2.91 square miles is land and 0.04 square miles is water. Jackson is surrounded by the Teton and Gros Ventre mountain ranges. The Teton Range is commonly associated with Jackson Hole and is a popular sightseeing attraction for many visitors. The Gros Ventre Range contrastingly is geologically older than the Tetons and has a much broader width, which encompasses huge expanses of wilderness and is not as easily accessible. Flat Creek, a tributary of the Snake River, runs through town. Climate: Jackson experiences a humid continental climate that falls just short of being classified as a subarctic climate. Due to its elevation and location in a humid microclimate, it gets considerably more precipitation, much of it snow, than most of the rest of Wyoming. Its elevation is also responsible for extreme differences between day and night temperatures. Extreme temperatures range from a 50 degree Fahrenheit in January 1979, to 102 degree Fahrenheit on July 22, 2014. Demographics: as of 2000, the median income for a household in the town was $59,605, and the median income for a family was $69,432. Male full-time, year-round workers had a median income of $35,892 versus $29,175 for females. The per capita income for the town was $27,066. About 4.2% of families and 6.4% of the population were below the poverty line, including 6.7% of those under age 18. 2010 census: as of the census of 2010, there were 9,577 people, 3,964 households, and 1,858 families residing in the town. The population density was 3,291.1 inhabitants per square mile. There were 4,736 housing units at an average density of 1,627.5 per square mile. The racial makeup of the town was 79.8% white, 0.4% African American, 0.8% Native American, 1.4% Asian, 0.1% Pacific Islander, 15.2% from other races, and 2.3% from two or more races. Hispanic or Latino of any race were 27.2% of the population. There were 3,964 households, of which 24.7% had children under the age of 18 living with them, 35.2% were married couples living together, 6.6% had a female householder with no husband present, 5.0% had a male householder with no wife present, and 53.1% were non-families. 31.9% of all households were made up of individuals and 5.3% had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.39 and the average family size was 3.04. The median age in the town was 31.9 years. 18% of residents were under the age of 18. 11.6% were between the ages of 18 and 24. 43.8% were from 25 to 44. 20.5% were from 45 to 64. And 6.2% were 65 years of age or older. The gender makeup of the town was 54.1% male and 45.9% female. Government: Jackson is administered by a mayor and town council. The current mayor is Mark Barron. Education: public education in the town of Jackson is provided by Teton County School District No. 1. Schools serving the town include Jackson Elementary School, Colto Elementary School, Jackson Hole Middle School, Jackson Hole High School, Summit High School, the Jackson Hole Community School and the Journeys School. Transportation: the town is served by Jackson Hole Airport. A public bus system services the town of Jackson, the route to Teton Village, and adjacent communities in Star Valley, Wyoming and Teton Valley, Idaho. There are also airport buses to Salt Lake City, and places in between. See also, angling in Yellowstone National Park, Blacktail Butte, Flat Creek Ranch, Wyoming Outdoor Council, the Hanson family, Clifford Hanson, Mary Mead, Matt Mead. References. External links, official website, Museum of Jackson Hole, BBC, Hunting in Jackson, Jackson Hole Writers Conference, Teton County School District No. 1.